Namaste. A little bit late this morning. Sorry for you internet gremlins out there. Hope you're well. Helen Kimber here on behalf of 3D Leisure, doing a 45-minute yoga practice, ready to wake us all up and get us ready to face the day. Hope you're well. So let's just get started. Just take a moment now to lie yourself down on your mat in Shavasana. Just take this time to settle yourself down. So when you're laid down in Shavasana, just make sure that this little small of your back is not putting any pressure on your back. So tilt your pelvis so that your back is not, there's no strain there. If you want to, you can bend your knees, and that does take the pressure off your lower back. Or, like I say, you can have your legs out straight. Let your feet just gently fall out to the side. Take your shoulders up to your ears and then exaggerate by bringing them down. And just let the backs of your hands fall onto the mat and your fingers gently curl. And then take your attention up to your neck and your chin, and imagine you have an orange or an apple under your chin so that you're holding it. So again, this flat back of your head will prevent any pressure from on your body. And then just take a big breath in through your nose, and then exhale and just let everything go and just let it fall away. A couple more of those big inhales and exhales now. Inhale and exhale. And on your next inhale, just imagine taking in as much positivity as you possibly can. So inhale and inhale with all that positive energy. And then as you exhale, visualize that energy flowing through your body, but any negativity just pushing it out through your feet. And another one, inhale positivity. And then exhale and just push everything that's negative away and let it just leave your body. We're just going to start extending our breathing, but first of all we'll do a practice where we're just visualising our breath flowing through our body. So visualise that breath, that miracle of breath that we very, very often take for granted. Inhaling through your nostrils, on that journey up your nose and down the back of your throat, into your lungs and then your heart centre, down your torso, down your legs and your arms, to your toes and your fingertips. Taking oxygen and nutrients to all various parts of your body. And then again, visualise that breath coming back from your toes and your fingertips, up your feet and your hands, up your legs and your arms, into your torso, into your heart centre, and then into your lungs, up the back of your throat, and down through your nostrils, where it probably feels just a little bit warmer because it's done that miraculous journey around your body. Let's just start extending our breath now. We feel a little bit more grounded. You might want to place one hand on your abdomen and one hand at heart centre. And we'll just do some extended breath work now. So we're going to inhale for a count of 3. Inhale 1, 2, 3. And just acknowledge that pause at the top of your breath. And then exhale 1, 2, 3. Inhale for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Acknowledge that pause. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Acknowledge that pause. And then exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Acknowledge that pause. And then exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll do one more round. Inhale for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just acknowledge that pause at the top of your breath, and then exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then just take your arms down by your side, and then really stretch those fingers out. And imagine we've got some energy on the backs of our hands, and we're going to inhale, and imagine we're pushing that energy right up over to the tops of our heads. You might need to widen your arms so that the backs of your hands can touch the floor. Start stretching our shoulders here, and again tilt that pelvis so the small of your back pushes into the mat and you're protecting your lower back. And then we're going to exhale, bring that energy down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do a couple of more. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go in again. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And on your next inhale, leave your arms up over the top of your head. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then imagine someone is stretching your arms and stretching your legs. So we're going to imagine we're having a big, big stretch. So we're going to inhale and really stretch your fingers and your toes. And again, push that pelvis down. Big, big stretch. And then exhale and release. Let's do 2 more of those. Big waking up stretch. Inhale, big stretch. And exhale, release. And one more. Inhale, big stretch. And then exhale and release. Wakes us up for the morning. The next one, we're going to inhale, bring your knees right up to your chest, and we're going to inhale and have a big squeeze in. So here, see if you can inhale and bring those knees, really lift that tailbone up, and then bring those knees right up to your chest. Inhale, squeeze in. And then exhale and push away. Inhale, big squeeze in. Exhale and push away. And one more. Inhale, squeeze in. If you can, engage what we call Pada Bandha here, which is a foot lock. It's as if you've got stiletto heels on. So sort of really push the balls of your feet out, spread your toes out, and then that's engaging your feet, padded bandha, and then here, lift your tailbone up as well. So we're going to inhale, and exhale, and then one more, inhale, and exhale. Little rocks from side to side, and then we'll do some little twists. So take your arms out to the side, shoulder height, and place your palms down and press your palms into the floor, so that again you're engaging your torso muscles. So we're going to inhale here, and we're going to just exhale, taking our knees over to the left-hand side. Keep squeezing your knees together if you can, and also focus on pushing that right shoulder into the mat so that the right shoulder doesn't come up, but you're feeling a lovely twist in your torso. And then turn your head and look over that right shoulder, and we're going to do 3 breaths here. We're going to inhale, and we're going to exhale and push into that mat, and inhale, exhale, push into that mat, and one more, inhale, and exhale, push into that mat. Now, really squeeze your knees together, and on an inhale, again, engage your padded bandha. Keep your legs totally engaged. Try and use your abdominal muscles to bring your knees back up to centre. So we're going to inhale, bring those knees up. And then we're going to exhale and take them over to the other side. And again, push this left shoulder. Really focus pushing that left shoulder into the mat. Again, you'll feel a lovely twist in your torso. Keep squeezing those knees together if you can. And let's do 3 breaths. Look over to your left hand. Push both palms into the floor. We're going to inhale here. And exhale and release down. Inhale. And exhale. And one more, inhale, and exhale. And again, keeping those feet and knees squeezed together. Inhale, bring those knees back up to centre. And then again, just have a little wiggle, and then inhale, wrap those arms around those shins, and bring your head up to your knees, big squeeze in, inhale here. And then exhale and down. And again, let's just rock from side to side, and then take your hands on your knees, and we'll do some circles with our knees, just to get ourselves nice and a little bit more woken up than we are, or that we have been when we first got out of bed this morning. And then cross over, one ankle over the other. And again, you can have a stretch here if you like, first of all. So lengthen, straighten your legs and pull your feet, and just feel that pull. Feel that pull, and it'll pull. Oh, a lovely, shouldn't be a sharp pain, just a nice pull. Listening to your body in yoga, it's all about listening to your body, working with your breath, and just feel that pull. And then roll up and down your spine, a little bit of massage, rolling up and down your spine to a sitting position. So we're going to just take a moment here I'm going to pick out a positive thought card for our day. Here we go, that's a good one. It's only a thought, and a thought can be changed. I am not limited by my past thinking. I choose my thoughts with care. I constantly have new insights and new ways of looking at my world. I am willing to change and grow. So positive thought is only a thought, and a thought can be changed. So I think we're very often all guilty of having thoughts that maybe aren't as beneficial for us as they could be, and so we can quite easily try and change our thoughts, and that will change our mood. So let's just start now having a little bit of flow. So if you take yourselves into a tabletop or cat, we're going to do a little bit of cat work, and then we're going to do a little bit of flow and add in a few bits. Let me just move my mat back this little way. Yeah. Okay, so first of all, let's do some shoulder and back and pelvis work. So take the tops of your feet and press them into the mat. And then again, let's have a nice right angle here. Engage those abs and spread out those fingers and push yourself away. So we're not dumping into our shoulders here. We're going to push ourselves away. Shoulders stacked over elbows, stacked over wrists. And we're just going to push the tops of our feet in. That does two things. One, it engages the muscles, and it also helps to stop putting too much weight on our knees. So we're just going to inhale, and we're going to push our forehead as if it could touch our pelvis, but that doesn't happen in the real world. Inhale, let's push up. And then exhale, we're going to tilt our pelvis. Don't dump into those shoulders, lift out. Drop that pelvis, lift up that chin. Let's do a couple more. We're going to inhale. And we're going to exhale. Always the first few in the morning are always a bit stiff, but it's quite nice once we get going. We're going to do 3 more like this, then we're going to start adding a bit more in. Inhale. And exhale. And one more. Inhale. And exhale. And then just come back to centre, have a little wiggle if you want to. On the next one, we're going to take our left leg up. This is the lion pose, and we're going to take our left leg up and inhale here. Try if you can, again, not to lean all your weight over to one side. Try and keep your weight even. So we're just going to inhale, lift up, and we're going to exhale, bring our knee to our nose. Let's do 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Couple more. Inhale. Exhale. And one more. Inhale. Really engage those glutes. And exhale. And again, just push yourself now down into a swan stretch. Really, you might want to open your arms so that your torso falls through the window of your arms. So just fold yourself forwards. And again, take a couple of breaths here. If you want to, as you inhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together. So you're just feeling a little bit of work, and then exhale, and then inhale, and exhale, and one more. Inhale, and exhale, and then come back up to tabletop, and we'll take our lion pose on the other side. So we're going to inhale, lift up, push that left leg in. Try not to do, see how I was doing that, opening my hips. Try if you can to keep your hips square and push yourself up. So we're going to inhale here, exhale, inhale, keep those hips nice and square, exhale, 3 more, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and 1 more, inhale, and exhale. And then again, just take yourself back into a swan stretch. If you feel that you can't put your bum on your heels, you can always put a towel under your bum and that helps to protect your knees. So just sit yourself back and again, just let that torso fall through those arms. And again, we're going to just have a couple of breaths here. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. And then again, bring yourself back into your tabletop. And again, just push those tops of your feet into the mat. And we'll do 3 cat curls. So we're going to inhale here. And exhale. And really drop that pelvis. And you might notice, I'm noticing, that already I feel a little bit more movement and flexibility in that spine already. Let's do 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. And 1 more. Inhale. And we're going to turn our toes under and go into our downward dog. And we're going to do a little with our sun salutation today. We're going to add in cobra instead of upward dog just to get some more shoulder work. Okay. And then we're going to do some forward fold and some leg openers, hip openers. So we're going to turn our toes under and push our tailbone right up. And here you don't have to have straight legs. Very often if our legs straighten our spine curves like this. So what we need to do is bend our knees, push our tailbone up and just feel that lengthening in our spine. And again here, try and check out your hands, that your fingers are spread out and your palms are pushed into the mat. And engage your belly button, pull. Imagine you're pulling your belly button's being pulled through your spine and really push that tailbone up. Let your head hang and then we'll just do a little bit of paddling here. Just inhale and exhale just on that first downward dog of the day. And then inhale and take yourself on both tiptoes. Keep engaging that belly button. And then exhale, push those heels down, but again, you don't have to straighten your knees and lock your knees. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, and down. And 1 more, inhale and lift up, and exhale, and down. And then bring your feet to your hands, and we're just going to take ourselves in this forward fold. So here, make a fist and just have your fist about in between your feet. So your feet are fist width apart. And then just again, take the weight on the front of your feet
so that your head is hanging. Again, you don't have to lock your knees. Try and really push your tailbone right up. Hold on to opposite elbows, let your head hang loose, and then take that weight further on the front of your feet, as if you could push some paper under your heels, and then just feel that lovely, lovely stretch in those hamstrings. So we're going to inhale here, and as we exhale, just take it a little bit further forward. Just see if you can feel that extra stretch. And again, inhale and exhale. And then take yourself round to the right side, keeping the weight evenly distributed on your feet, and just feel that extra stretch. We're going to inhale here and exhale. Inhale, come back to centre. And then we're going to exhale, take it over to the left. Inhale here. And exhale. And then gently come back to centre on an inhale. Release those hands. If you can, bend your knees a little bit more and see if you can get your top rib onto your thigh. So you might have to bend really quite low, and then press your hands into the floor, and then again let your head hang loose. And as you're pressing your hands in, focus on really pushing that tailbone up, and just explore the possibility of maybe straightening your legs, not locking your knees, just taking the straightening of your legs a little bit more. And again, you'll feel a really good stretch up in the back of those hamstrings. So just have a couple of moments here, inhaling and exhaling. And again, remember, it's only a thought, and thoughts can be changed. So if you're thinking about your body not doing what you want it to do, try and flip it and thank your body for doing what it's doing. Inhaling and then just exhaling. And then we're going to take our hands off that pressure of the mat, and we're just going to gently roll up a really, really lovely vertebra at a time. This is where I start clicking, and we're going to come up into a Tadasana, into a lovely Tadasana. Okay. So we're just going to take a moment standing in our Tadasana, and then we're going to start doing a little bit of flow. And like I've said, in our flow today, we're going to add in Cobra just to get some shoulder work done. So let's just take a moment here to do a few breaths, belly breaths in Tadasana. So we're going to inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. And one more, inhale. So on your next inhale, we're going to take our arms up to an extended Tadasana. Press the heels of your palms of your hands together, heels together. And again, we're going to inhale, and if you want to, have a little back bend. And we're going to exhale and tip from the hip, nice flat back. Try not to curve your back, engage. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands down, and step or float back to the back of your mat here. So we're going to press our hands into the floor, and we're going to step or float back into a chaturanga. So we're going to, like this, okay? You can do knees, chest, chin if you want to, but what we're going to do today, we're going to go down onto the floor, and we're going to do some cobras. So tops of your feet into the floor, hands under your shoulders, press your hands in, roll those shoulders, elbows kept in, And we're going to inhale and lift up. Try to remove your shoulders from your ears. Keep pressing the tops of your feet in. We're going to inhale here. Exhale and down. 2 more. Roll those shoulders. Inhale and up. Exhale and down. And 1 more. Roll your shoulders and then release them from your ears. Inhale and up. Exhale and down. Turn your toes under. Push yourself back into a downward dog. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And step or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Roll yourself up. Let's do 2 more of those flows. So we're going to inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands down. Float or step to the back of your mat. And then flip down onto the floor. Let's do 3 cobras. Inhale and up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. And 1 more. Inhale, roll those shoulders. Elbows in. Exhale. Turn your toes under into your downward dog. And again, here in your downward dog, a little bit of paddling of your feet. Really engage those abdominal muscles. Inhale here and exhale. And inhale and exhale. And again, step or float to the top of your mat into a forward fold. And then again, roll up vertebra at a time into Tadasana. So our next flow with a cobra, we're going to add in a couple of twists with our shoulder twists with our cobra. Okay, so we're going to inhale, sweep up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands down. Step or float back to the chaturanga into floating, just float down onto your mat, hands under your shoulders. So here we're going to do a cobra. First of all, press those feet into the top, roll those shoulders, elbows in. We're going to inhale here, lift up like a cobra. We're going to exhale, look over our left shoulder. Keep pressing those hands in, not straightening our arms, keeping them in, elbows in. Exhale, look over that left shoulder. Inhale here. Exhale, look over that left shoulder. And 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, come back to centre. Exhale and down. We're going to roll our shoulders next, look over our right shoulder. So we're going to inhale, lift up. And exhale, look over that right shoulder. Keep pressing those hands down, elbows in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Inhale, come back to centre. Exhale and down. Turn your toes under. Push yourself into your downward dog. And again, you might want to have a little bit of a paddle here. And then step or float to the top of your mat into a forward fold. And again, you've done quite a lot of arm work there with that cobra, just let them hang. And then we're going to roll up a vertebra at a time into our Tadasana. So, what we're going to do next, we're going to add on a little bit more of a flow, and also we're going to add on a dolphin towards the end with our goddess as well. Okay, quite a lot of things I want to do today. So let's inhale, sweep up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands down. Step or float to the back of your mat. And then again, just take yourself down onto the mat. And then push yourself into a tabletop. And then we're going to take ourselves into what we call dolphin, and we'll do some leg work with our dolphin. So the best way to get our dolphin arms is to do what I've done. So push yourself up into a tabletop like this. And then take yourself down onto your forearms, but take hold of your opposite elbows with your hands, and then open and hold and interlace your fingers. And that gives you the correct alignment for your particular arm length. Okay, so then we're going to turn our toes under, and we're going to push into, as if we're in a downward dog, but this is dolphin. And again, bend your knees and really push your tailbone up, and then that will help you focus on pushing your armpits down. So now keep pressing your forearms into the mat, okay? And then see if you can bring your toes a little bit closer. Keep pushing those forearms into the mat. We're going to inhale here and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And one more. Inhale and exhale. Now with this, you can either go back to your forearms like this, back into a tabletop and come back into a downward dog. Alternatively, you can try to go from dolphin and then bring yourself straight up into a downward dog, and then bring yourself up to standing. So we're going to roll up here into a Tadasana. Okay, so we're going to try 2 more of those, and then we're going to add on a little bit with our legs with our dolphin. Okay, so we're going to inhale, lift up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, press those hands in. Step or float back into your chaturanga. Exhale down. And again, if you want to, you can go into a dolphin from a downward dog, like I am, or you can go from your tabletop. So again, listen to your body and do which is best for yourself. So we're going to push up into our dolphin, and again we're going to do 3 breaths. We're going to inhale and exhale. Keep pushing those forearms into the mat. Inhale, exhale, and one more. Inhale and exhale. And then on your next inhale, take yourself either into your downward dog or tabletop into downward dog. And then float or step to the top of your mat in a forward fold. Roll up a vertebra at a time into your Tadasana. Inhale and exhale. So the next little dolphin we're going to do is with some leg work as well.
And again, you can alternate. You don't have to do dolphin arms. You can just do your downward dog. It's up to you. Listen to your body. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or float back. Remember chaturanga, bend your elbows if you're floating back. And then from here, you can either take yourself into your dolphin or from your tabletop into your dolphin. So here, what we're going to do is we're going to push our forearms in, keep your hips nice and square, but we're going to inhale and lift up our left leg. So we're going to inhale here, exhale, inhale and exhale, and inhale and exhale. Bring your left leg down and then just do a little bit of paddling, and then we're going to take the right leg up. So we're going to inhale right leg, exhale, inhale, exhale, and inhale and exhale. Bring your leg down, inhale, back into a tabletop and then into a swan stretch. Just have a couple of breaths here. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. And then on your next inhale, bring yourself back into a tabletop, back into your downward dog, and then just step or float to the top of your mat into a forward fold. So we're just going to next stand up, roll up a vertebra at a time into a Tadasana. Have a little bit of a shoulder work. Dolphin's really powerful for arms and shoulders, but it's also a great precursor to practice that asana before you go into a headstand or a shoulders, it's a forearm stand. You don't actually stand on your head, but it's really good to strengthen your shoulders. So we're going to go next into just doing a little bit of leg work and do a little bit of leg work, and then we'll lie down and do a little bit of relaxation. I can't get my words out today. Okay, so let's take a lift up. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands down. Float or step back into chaturanga. And this time we'll do knees, chest, chin into an upward dog, into a downward dog. And then take your left leg up, inhale, left leg up. And this time we're going to take our left leg through, left knee through, and we're going to do a pigeon. Okay? So this is where you might want to place a block under your bum cheek so that you don't lean over like this, because it's nice to keep hips nice and square. And then this front knee, this front shin, see if you can, I'll move so I'm a little bit better aligned. This front shin, bring it out so that you'll feel a really lovely pull here on your glute. To look behind you and check that the leg at the back isn't at a funny angle. It needs to be really straight back, and then drop yourself and take your weight over this front knee. And then take it into a forearm. You can interlace your fingers if you want to. You can do one potato, two potato. Put your head on your hands like this. Or you can take your hands and spread them out and just take your torso, and on an exhale,
feel the weight of your body folding forwards and feeling that stretch. And we're just going to do 5 breaths here. We're going to inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. And 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Now gently lift yourself up. Bring yourself back into an upright pigeon. And then turn your toes under. Push the weight, take the weight into your hands. Turn your toes under and see if you can get yourself back into a downward dog. Okay, so push yourself into a downward dog. And then the leg that's been bent will feel much longer. It's just such a good stretch. So we're now going to take ourselves into a pigeon on the other side. I'm going to just move around. Okay, so we're going to inhale, right leg up this time. Exhale, right leg through. And again, this is where sometimes you might need a block under your right bum cheek. It keeps your hips nice and square. Look behind you and check that this left leg isn't out at an angle. It needs to be nice and straight. You might even want to turn your toes under and sort of push your heel back so that you feel that you're stretching this leg, but also you feel that you're stretching your glutes. Try not to sit back because you'll lose the stretch. This hip needs to be pushed so that both hips are nice and square. And then we're going to inhale here, lift yourself up. And then exhale, we're going to fold ourselves over and just take 5 breaths. So again, just fold yourself forward, feel the weight of your torso over this top leg. And again, you'll feel that stretch. And we're just going to do 5 breaths. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Really relax into it. Inhale and exhale. And 1 more. Inhale and exhale. And then again, take your hands and push yourself up into an upright pigeon. Take your toes and turn them under and push yourself into a downward dog. Oh, that feels good. And just paddle those hips. And you might want to take your toes up onto tiptoes. And again, just push that tailbone right up. Have a little hip paddle. Inhale here. And exhale. And then bring yourself back into a tabletop. Put your big toes together. And we're going to push ourselves back into a swan stretch. So again, this is where you might feel a lot more able to push yourself back than you did first thing by doing the stretches that we've done. Particularly with pigeon is a really good way of helping with stretching so that we can just fold ourselves forward a little bit. So with regards to our relaxation, you can either stay in a swan stretch, you might want to go into a child's pose, where you bring your arms around and hold on to your heels. Just get yourself in whichever comfortable position it is for relaxation for you. Okay, it doesn't matter what anyone else is doing, it's mostly important for you. So just take a moment now to find a lovely, comfortable child's pose, swan stretch, or you can just roll over and go into a shavasana. And just take a moment to give gratitude to your body for turning up on your mat this morning. And just think about how you feel now in comparison to how you felt at the start of the practice. I know I felt quite stiff and achy, but by doing the different breath work and letting that prana flow around our bodies, that's woken us up. And then also by focusing on the stretches that we've done this morning, the cobras, it's done our shoulders, the world of God, strengthened our arms. The dolphin has also helped with shoulder work and abdominal work. And then the pigeon has helped with our glutes and our quads. But also they're not just physical poses, they're also sort of help with the strength and psychological pose areas of the body, because that's what yoga is about. It's not really about the physical aspect, that's just part of it. It's very much more a mind exercise where you focus on your mind and your breath. So just take a big breath in, inhale, and then just as you exhale, just relax into the mat. And inhale and exhale. And just take your attention to your feet and check that your feet are relaxed, whichever asana you might be in. And then check that your calves are relaxed. And then check that your abdomen is relaxed. Move up to your shoulders and let them relax. And then take your attention to your face. And move the tongue off of the roof of your mouth. Check that your jaw isn't clenched together. And that the whole of your face is totally relaxed. And then just take a big breath in, inhale, and then just exhale and just sink yourself down. And I'll just read to you from a little book called Buddha in Blue Jeans. Care for your body. Your body is your life. Please take good care of it. Inhabit your body and live gently inside of it. Become best friends with it. Hurt your body as little as possible. You'll be surprised by the ways in which you're not connected to your body. This is a lifelong learning. Sleep well and enough. Eat well and not too much. Move and stretch enough. And accept and take care of your medical difficulties. You know what your body needs to be healthy and alive. Please enjoy taking care of your body. It's the only one you have. You will learn this sitting quietly and practicing yoga. So if you just come back to the here and now and bring yourself up into a comfortable sitting position. Bring yourself back to your positive thought, your sankalpa of the day. it's only a thought, and a thought can be changed. And let's just do 3 big breaths of freedom. Inhale and release. And inhale and release. And one more, inhale and release. And bring your hands to heart centre. We always give thanks to yoga for being able to come and practice on our mats, wherever we may be, and we say namaste. And I always say Om Shanti, which means may peace be with you. So Om Shanti, and thanks for sharing your practice with me today. Hope you have a really great day, and look forward to seeing you again on your mats. Have a lovely Easter. Hope the Easter Bunny is good to you, and take care. Bye bye now.